What do old people teach you when you're growing up? Respect your elders. This deck shows the utmost respect because we're using every elder in the game, including Feyburrow Elder, which is an elder you might not have thought was an elder, Silverback Elder, which is a big gorilla dude, and Elder Gargroth, which is a bigger, stranger looking dude. Let's not forget the OGs Galter, Zipalter, Itali, and Palladium Wars, which is an Elder Dragon. But we also have the three ancient dragons from the D&D set as well. Ancient Copper Dragon, Ancient Gold Dragon, and Ancient Bronze Dragon. And last but not least, Valamaka's Lawhold from Strixhaven. All the Elder Dragons in one zone, and Elder Dinosaurs. Let's give it a go and find out how many I can get out this video. So we're facing Rusco, and yes, it's a very tough matchup. So let's see if we can do anything. If they play Mana Rock, we've got the Broken Bond to deal with it. So I'm not that worried if they do. Search for Scanter. Okay, we might actually have a chance here. Broken Bond. Nice. I'm very happy about that. Although it's debatable. I mean, maybe going into the north would have been better there. But we kind of did the same thing, didn't we? We spent 2 mana to ramp. So, Midnight Clock. Oh, damn, they got a Midnight Clock. Let's go for the Cultivate here. And we can ramp as well. So they're going to get Rusco, and we don't have an answer for it yet. Oh, Phyrexian Arena. I did not expect that, to be honest. I really did not expect that. Well, if they spend their next turn killing the Silverback, we get the Atali. And, I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's a freaking awesome hit if we do that. We could get any number of things. Planeswalker, maybe. Go for the throat. Okay. And they're leaving 2 mana up. Sure thing. Let's use the Thicket Cycle to draw a card. I want to get some creatures or something. Lightning Bolt. Okay, we'll go for luck into the north, I suppose. So they're missing lands. I have noticed. Okay. I really just wanted to tap out. Rusco has 3 toughness, so the Bolt can actually weaken him first and take him out. That might be the first move that we want to do. 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. 1 mana off going for Zacama. So they might be wearing this and hold up counters or kills. Because they know that if we resolve a Zacama, we can kill the Midnight Clock in the arena. Do they want to... What do they want to do here? Can we beat a Rusco? And also... I don't know. They've got so many cards. The arena draws so much to return with this. Here comes a Rusco. So they're going to have 2 mana open after this. This is where we're going to test the waters with the Lightning Bolt. They might want to save him because if they keep him alive, they get to drain us. Oh, Essence Flux means they get another clock now. That's so broken. That is so freaking broken. Okay, Provisioner. Can we resolve an Atali? Oh, that is actually very surprising. I never expected to be able to resolve one of those. And what do we get? Something good. Those things aren't very good. Just an opt and an emergency. That's so rubbish. Gwenna, that ain't gonna cut it. 3 Midnight Clocks. Okay. Well, something to think about. They've got 3 Midnight Clocks. That's crazy. Considering they only have 4 actual lands. So many triggers. They're going to draw so many cards. I suppose they're going to want to kill the Atali. Yeah, that's one thing I never think about Rusco. The thing that makes Rusco busted is the fact you can flick him for 1 mana and you just get another rock to do more things. It just chains off into each other. Do they do things at instant speed, or who knows? They have so many options. 3, 4, 5, 8 mana. Displace a kitten. So anything they do now can flicker the Rusco, making more clocks. That is so broken. Oh, they do lose 7 life to this, but... There we get another clock. That's just overkill. That really is overkill. And if they cast 2 more spells, this goes off and they get 7 more cards. I don't know what we can do. And they can also just pay 3 mana to put a counter on here anyway. That's crazy. So they're going to flicker the Rusco again, get another clock. Wait, why did they flicker the Displacer kit in there? Did they do the right... Did they do the wrong thing? I don't know. Very strange. So they lose a mana rock, which is good. Right. Got 1 mana open. That's going to be for the blue counter the Bloomin' Legend, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So go for Lotus Cobra first. See if that actually resolves. They have priority on there. Why do I feel like they've just got the counter? Right, let's see how we go. Wash away. No wash away. That's crazy. 3 damage, 2. Displace a kitten. Let's get rid of that. That's problematic. Okay, that's gone. 3 damage to Rusco. That's the thing that's going to drain us. And the rest we can just respond with. Got 5 mana left, so we can do 1 more ability before. So many clocks. Down to 11. So the arena is actually slowly killing them as well, but... So your board wipe here is just going to really wreck us. It's funny because Zacama is actually a pretty good answer for Rusco, seeing that we can just wipe out all of their clocks. But yeah, the creatures in that instance weirdly just kind of had to go because they were in the way. They were draining us. Hero's Downfall. I guess I'll use 1 last time on the clock. Reducing their mana sources is always good. So then they've got 3, 4, 5 mana, 6 mana, sorry, with the 1 blue floating. Oh, they don't have a board wipe, otherwise they would have just used it. Like a Blood in the Snow, they definitely have in the deck. Because they're using Snowlands. But most definitely didn't have it there, otherwise they would have just done it. Fatal Push. So they're just trying to slow down our mana generation, I guess. Itali. Let's try and swing in first. Okay. Down to 8. So the arena, I reckon, will slowly kill them unless they give for Rusco. Just straight up counter spell. Goodness me. Yeah. I find it weird that people still enjoy Rusco because it's kind of like... It's one of those commanders that's really good, yeah. Understandable. It's probably the best planes... but the best commander they've ever made. But there's nothing refreshing or new about it. It's very... very samey, if you get what I mean. Shock Typhoon, and a 3-mana spell to create a 3/3, I suppose. What's it going to be? If we get a fetch land of some kind, we can actually go for Zacama again, I think. Because we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Grim Tutor. Down to 4. So basically, if we get a kill spell or a fetch land, or a regular land, basically land or kill spell actually wins here. We do know that, right? Actually, we just win anyway, because we can just deal 3 damage. And then they die to the Phyrexian Arena. So I'm glad I kept that. Unless they can gain life at instant speed. This is quite funny, actually. Can they gain life at instant speed? I mean, that's a bit odd. It would have actually been better if they didn't use the tutor. If they just held the Grim Tutor back. Because they would have been at 3 life here. And then they would have had other things to do in their hand. Interesting. Alright, let's give this a go. Nalia Dianis. Interestingly enough, my friend Elliot has these 2 decks in real... Oh no, actually he has... I don't think this is the commander, no. Something must be... I think it's inside the deck. Yeah, this is inside his deck. And also this is different for Arena. Because why not? Okay, let's ramp. Get ourselves a white source, I reckon. There we go. And the next turn we can go for the Rebels, followed by the Back Alley Gardener. I don't know why, every time I see this card, I just think it's got some rude connotations. Back Alley Gardener. It just sounds a bit dirty to me. So, go for the Rebels. Would you like to discard a card in response? I didn't think so. Such a strong card. If they can keep drawing cards into this, yeah, this is great. Indestructible by discarding. It's pretty strong. Mortify. They'd rather kill that than the Cabaretti Rebels. Well, well, well. Okay. I'm happy about that. I am more than happy. Oh yeah, we did the white source, don't we? Come on, mana ramp. Let's go, let's go. It's going to be a jar. Pretty cool. 2 3-power creatures for 3 mana. I do like it. Shame we don't have the extra mana. I mean, yeah, it would have meant we could go for Palladium Wars here, but... Oh, Ketra's Monument, so that makes 1/1s. And a Universal Automaton. Ugh. Just making loads and loads of dudes. Come on, give us a small creature or something, please. Well, we got our prayers answered. Gwenna's great. Gwenna taps for... Oh, wow, Esper Sentinel too. And we get a land. This is a crazy stacking of synergies here. Play a creature, get a creature, get a creature, get a land. Oh my. So got Warrior, all types, Warrior. Swinging with a 3/4 here. It's unlikely they block. Oh. Okay, double block. Yeah, that makes sense. Then they discard a card. They discarded a card that gives them a card, though. So they actually kind of lost 2 cards there. Yeah, because they lost the creature and they also lost the card that would get. And they lost the cleric type. They must not care about having the types then, considering Nalia does. Black Market Connections, now that's a good one. So she taps for 2 of any combination. So we've got 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we can go for Zacama the next turn. They're not going to be happy about this. So, here we go, guys. How are they going to get back from this? I don't think they can, to be honest. when it's going to untap. Crazy. Oh my goodness, Ancient Bronze Dragon for free. Well, I reckon that might just be game. And they could have a board wipe in their hand, but we have the Hajar to give our team Indestructible. Just destroy all the things. And then we get to swing as well. With... Actually, no. I don't think I do want to swing in. I don't want to lose the Hajar. Hajar is the key to our army succeeding. If Ancient Bronze Dragon deals damage, we roll a d20 and we can get X counters on each of up to 2 creatures. It's weird how it restricts you on up to 2 creatures, but there you go. Oh, have they got... Well, they got Warrior, All, Rogue, All. Holy crap. So they're going to get a counter on each creature and Death Touch. That's pretty good. But we're going to kill the Gnarly and Dianise before that triggers. They certainly are a sport to stay here with our field. Have to commend the bravery. Versus our pretty much Wincon. We can just kill all their things. But this is a last-ditch attempt. The last charge of the samurai. Oh, thank you for being a good sport, Grelliman. That was very rare. That's very rare in the community sometimes, so yeah. Okay, risky keep versus Liliana, but we get to go first. The reason it's risky is because she is going to kill our creatures left, right, and center, so it's going to be a rough one, especially if they can resolve her. They can even go turn 1 Liliana if they have Dark Ritual, which I've seen. Oh boy, it's one of those days. Well, this is a pretty quick game. He played discards.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I did not expect that. Oh boy, have you ever faced something like this before? It's pretty disheartening.
You won't be outsmarted.
Pretty disheartening indeed. They're just going to madness that into play. Wow. Okay. There's not much we can do, guys. If she gets to ultimate, we're going to lose half of our permanents. What do we do? This is like the worst case scenario you could ever be in, isn't it? Turn 1 Lily. Morbid Opportunist. So if she makes a sack, we just lose a creature and they draw a card. Man, this is pretty decisive. Not much we can do, unfortunately. Like, even if we played this, I guess that's the best we can do. They draw another card. Yeah, we're so screwed. So screwed. Because even if we had gone for a 4/4 dragon there, we would have just... wow. This is what you call ultimately annihilating somebody. And it's these kind of games that pretty common, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like,
Drop it.
even if you were the best player on the planet, with the situation we were given, is fruitless. And when the Elder Dragon War triggers, if we were to discard anything, they would draw another card with the Tiny Bones as well. So yeah, I'm just going to concede this one. Yeah, I guess that was a good game for our opponent there. Alright, we'll keep this. It's not quite as fast as I'd like it to be, but yeah. Every game seems to be determined by the turn 1 Elvish Mystic now going first. It's so hard. It's a very swinging game. If you go first, there's a much higher chance of you winning. And it's simply because playing your lands first is more effective. That's all there is to it. Mox Amber, okay. So we have the Abrade for that as well if we want to kill it. Or the Calyx. Sithis, yay. Okay. And an Alseed. Yikes. That's a strong couple of cards there. I think we definitely want to abrade the Sithis. And we'll get back the abrade. It's a bit simple, but it does the job. Basically, two copies of abrade. So here, if they have a land, they can go land, Calyx, keep Calyx protected with the Alseed. Which is annoying, to say the least. Well, we could end up fighting the Calyx if it has 2 toughness. Yeah, the Alseed there was a pretty good hit for them. So it's a 3/3. Huh. Let's see what they do. We might actually be able to do something really sneaky here. If my memory serves me correctly. This could be very sneaky. So, they don't know about the Domri. So go for the Domri first. Domri makes Elvish Mystic a 2/1. So we have the Elvish Mystic fight the Alseed. If they sack the Alseed to give Calyx protection, we just kill the Calyx with the abrade. So the ball's in their court. And if they don't do it, they lose it anyway. It's a catch-22. Fantastic. And that means, because of the way this happens, Elvish Mystic doesn't fight the Alseed, and everything we have is alive. That's got to be one of the nicest technical plays I've done in a while, actually, I have to say. It's all about playing against the opponent's expectations. 4, 5, 6, 7. So if everything goes well, we can go for Ancient Bronze Dragon in the next turn. Seal away. Okay, so everything did not go well. And that is a shame. So now we're back to square one again. It's a bit unexpected, to say the least, to see the seal away go for the elf. That makes sense. Okay, we've got Elder Gargaroth now.
Oh, I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you.
So at the very least, we can block the Shigeki, because they can go for the Calyx here. Or perhaps they go for Elspeth Conquers Death. What else could they be? Some other big enchantment. 6 mana. How many answers do they have? Seem to be quite a lot. I mean, they're looking at our creatures, so they must have an answer. Satyr Enchanter. And they're going to return this and ramp. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's swing in with the Gargaroth first, and I think we might want to draw a card here. What do they have? Do they have a way to protect the Enchanter? No? It's very tempting to fight, but again, I just want to get at this Ancient Bronze Dragon.
Have at it, boys.
Because it's a big thing. Big creature, big threat. Put lots of counters on our stuff. And maybe if we're lucky, the Domri can survive the following turn. We'll see. It looks like they may have another enchantment, because they are looking at our creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we do not have enough to go for Zacama next turn. I have to say, every opponent I've faced using this Zacama deck has been really powerful. We've faced Halq, Rusco, Alex is high-end, a lot of high-end decks. So be wary, if you do make this, you are going to face some really powerful opponents. So they did that to just draw a card. Legit move. They've only got 1 mana open though. So, well, unless they go for... If they play the Shigeki, they will have access to another white with the Mox Opal. So what can Shigeki do? It can return... They've just chosen to play it by itself, which makes sense because they just keep drawing more cards. All the glitters makes it a 8/8. It's pretty big. If they have a fight spell, it would be a bit sad. I've never seen people look at creatures so often and so long without actually doing anything to them. Maybe it is a fight spell and they're deciding which one they want to kill. Huh. I'm just going to block. Because that draws them cards. Okay. Let's attack here and draw another card because we need some answers. 3 mountains in a row. That is just ridiculous. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I'm just going to fight this. I don't want them to get that back. Because if they do, they can get loads of cards back from the graveyard. Surely we're going to draw a non-mountain in our following turn. We've just had so many lands. I suppose the benefit of this is we can definitely cast the Zacama next turn if the Domri survives. So we'll see. It's like they heard me. They looked at Domri immediately after I said that. Interesting. So they're not going to actually do anything. What is it? Settle the wreckage? What's it going to be? Oh my goodness. Call me the prophet, my friends. That is a bit freaky, you have to admit. That's twice this video now that I've prophesized a card. And they're going to draw as well. So they're not even going to feign a mana tithe. Okay. Lotus Cobra. Well, we might as well tick up.
I've lived with animals my entire life. Explains a lot, actually.
And we can just keep the mana open for now. There's no need to share the information. And if they kill it, well, we'll kill some stuff in response. Interesting. So they're going to go for Calyx before anything else. So let's see what they're going to do in response here. Remember, we can respond to their response. Interesting. How curious. What did they expect from that? Don't know. I feel like they're just doing silly moves now. Maybe there was nothing remaining. Can't attack or block. We can still use abilities. So that's fine. Damn. I had a bad feeling about this, but I think we pulled that one out of the hat. Surely my powers of being psychic would warrant a like and subscribe, wouldn't you say? So this deck is for my dear friend Elliot. This goes out to you. He's a big fan of dinosaurs. He likes the big dinosaur thingies, and this is for him. He wanted an interesting, different variation on Zacama though, because a lot of people do the dinosaur build. He actually has a dinosaur build himself, but this deck is Elder Tribal, including anything with the word Elder in its name. Fey Burrow Elder, taps for mana. The Elder Dragon War destroys little creatures. Silverback Elder just sits there, getting lots of value whenever you play a creature. Elder Gargaroth. We have the Ancient Copper Dragon, Ancient Gold Dragon, and Ancient Bronze Dragon. Itali. Palladium Moors, Itali again, Velamachus, and Zatelper, and Yalta. So sorry I read that in a really weird way, but my brain just had a brain fart. So yeah, all the big elders, there's actually quite a lot in these colours. On the high end there, they're all 6 mana or above. So that's the fun lolsy part, and that's why I've called the deck Elden Ring. The deck uses a pretty ramp-heavy framework because the commander is so goddamn expensive. 9 mana is a lot. If you can resolve Zacama, it's pretty much going to be GG's from here on out. Probably the best card in the deck is Mirari's Wake, because given some ramp, maybe turn 3 or 4, you can get this out. Following turn, you play Zacama, and your opponent screams into miserableness. And his abilities just pretty much do everything. 3 damage to creatures, destroy artifact enchantment, gain 3. You're probably going to struggle against control, and that's why we have Domri in here, to give you mana and says your creatures can't be countered this turn. Also, Rhythm of the Wild says creature spells can't be countered. These are going to be great against control decks, which I didn't face too many of. So you've got all the usual suspects, all the 1-drop ramps, Elvish Mystic, Halfling, Gilded Goose, Lanner Elves, Into the North for the 2 slot, Lotus Cobra, kind of rampy, Arcane Signet, Broken Bond, destroy something, and ramps, and the usual ramp from here on out. It's a really fun deck. I'd say you really want to include, after Mirari's Wake, obviously, the Cabaret Revels. Whenever you play a creature, you get one from your deck into play. And do not miss out on Back Alley Gardener, which is a really cool card. Whenever another creature comes in under your control, seek a land, put on the battlefield tab. That's kind of bonkers. It only triggers once each turn, but it's still going to be good enough to do the job. And you do want to have a few wipes because the deck's super slow. So whilst you're ramping, your opponent's going to be getting all their big creatures out. And I just realised on the artwork of this Wrath of God, there are tiny people in the front, and they are all going to die. And that's actually pretty grim. So, yeah. This is a pretty fun deck. I hope you enjoyed it, Elder Tribal. Let's see if you download it and give it a go. Deck list is in the description below. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can do via Ko-fi or Patreon. Becoming a member lets you get a free video of your choice. So, hope you enjoyed. Did you know that you can help my channel by watching another one of my videos? Go ahead, you know you want to.